Good evening and welcome. This is Whole and Beautiful. I am Angela Oliphant, your host, and I am so glad that you all have joined me tonight for a night of information, revelation, and change. It is another phenomenal, fantastic Friday evening, and I am glad that you decided to come in and spend some time with me tonight. Remember to like, to comment, to share this broadcast with someone else. Don't take all the information to yourself. Let somebody else know that Whole and Beautiful is on. Let them know that when you tune in, you're going to get that good information. You're going to get some revelation, and you are going to receive a change in your life. And that's what it's all about. We want to walk on our journey and be whole and beautiful on that journey. Not just our destination of where we're going, but on our way to where we're going. We want to be joyful. We want to embrace every moment, because sometimes, guys, we just don't. We don't embrace the moment that we're in. We go from day to day to day to day, and it becomes like mundane, and we don't just rejoice and embrace that day and embrace the different things that you get to do within the course of that day. There's so many things. Just walking to your car, just going to work. Some of those things we take for granted, but we don't need to take those things for granted. Being able to move around, being able to exercise, to walk, to see your grandchildren, to see your children, to have a good relationship with them. All of those things are powerful things. And we need to realize that we need to enjoy and embrace every single moment of the day. No matter what day comes and what it brings within the course of that day, we need to find the silver lining. We need to find something in that day where we can say, you know what, I can learn from that. I can overcome that. Or maybe it was just a bad day. Hey, Josie, how are you? So glad that you have joined. Make sure that you are sharing this broadcast with somebody else and let them know that Whole and Beautiful is on. Yes, make sure that you're taking care of you, but make sure that you are learning to embrace every moment of every day, because we've been given every day, and life is a gift. It is a gift. So every day that you're able to wake up and you're able to move and you're able to go about and do things, be thankful, be grateful, because some people don't get that opportunity. They may wake up and not know who they are. They may wake up, but they're not able to move their arms, their legs, their hands. They're not able to see. There's so many different things that they may not be able to do, but we are able to do those things. And if you are, you need to give God praise. You need to embrace that day and love the day that you've been given. Don't let a day go by that you don't show gratefulness, that you're not thankful for that day, that you open up your eyes, because some people don't get that opportunity, and some didn't this morning, and some didn't this afternoon. So we need to be grateful, and we need to know that we are important and that every part of our day is important, and we need to embrace it. Guys, I am still open on some days. I got some guests that will be coming in, but I am open on some dates. And if you would like to be a guest here on Whole and Beautiful, please let me know. Send me an email, wholebeautiful@gmail.com. We are still doing our couples conversations, and I am trying to orchestrate some other things too that are going to be coming up. But if you know a couple that would like to come on and talk to me, and we're going to sit down and just have a conversation about couples and where they are in their lives, whether they're newlyweds, whether they've been married a long time, whether they're in the middle with children, no children, whatever the deal is, whatever information they're able to share, I know that it will help somebody else. Now, on tonight, I want to talk to you about this word that I had been looking at for a long time, and I had been looking at it and studying it, because sometimes I'll get a word and I'm like, I want to research that word. I want to make sure that that word means what I think that it means, and I want to see how I can apply like that one word to my life. So sometimes I'll pull out a word and I just research it, and I go in and I look and see what does that word mean, because I want to be able to just lay it out to the point where I can apply it to my life and I can see some change come in me. So I'm going to share one of my words with you all tonight. And I hope that it will bless you. I hope that it will have a light bulb moment for you where that light will come on and you will make the connection, the revelation, so that you can have a change in your life, because it's all about changing and growing. And we're forever learning, changing, and growing. Tonight's word is emerge. Yep, it is emerge. You are to come out of so you can go towards where you need to be. A lot of times we hide ourselves. We hide behind whatever title we put on ourselves, or we hide behind whatever somebody else has said about us, or we hide behind all these different things, and we put up this big wall, and we're not emerging. We're not walking into where we need to be. And how do you emerge? You're going to emerge when you become authentically you. That's when you begin to shine, when you become really who you are. And some of us don't even know. It's like, who am I? You need to spend some time with yourself. You need to find out who you really are and become that authentic you, so that you can go forward and be who you need to be in this earth realm. We have all been like called to something. There is something like burning on the inside of you where you're saying, you know what, if I could only do this, if I could only do that, and you see it. You see it in your heart. You see it in your mind, and you're saying, one day, you know what, I want to do that. One day I want this to be accomplished in my life. You need to begin to work towards it. You're not receiving that nudging for no reason. You're not receiving that push for no reason at all. It's in you. It's a part of who you are. Sit down with yourself this weekend. Find out some stuff about you. What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What is your passion? Where do you want to be this time next year? Where do you want to be this time in about a month or two? Where is it that you want to be? What goals are you setting for yourself? You want to begin to become authentically you, because nobody else can be you. Nobody. They can try and they can do things like you, but they will never be you. So you need to embrace you, flaws and all. I call it being flawsome. That's what we are. We are flawsome. We are flawed, but we are still awesome people. We're awesome human beings. And you have a following, whether you know it or not. There are people that watch you. There are people that pay attention to what you do. They may never come to you and say, hey, I'm watching you. Hey, I'm looking at what you're doing, but they are. So we need to act accordingly. We need to continue to move forward. We need to continue to go forward. We need to be so authentically ourselves that we just love who we are. Is it saying that we're going to mess up? That we're not going to mess up? Sometimes it's not saying that. We may mess up. We may make mistakes. But it's like you bounce back from it. Why? Because everybody makes mistakes. Everybody is not going to do everything right all the time. So we need to make sure that we are being authentically us, being who you are and enjoying who you are, and not letting somebody else's negativity pull you back and make you feel ashamed of who you really are. Are there some things in your life you may want to change? There may be. And if there is, change them. Take it one day at a time and begin to change. Take it one day at a time and begin to do it. I want you to set some goals for yourself this year and say, you know what? I'm going to accomplish this by this time next year, or I'm going to accomplish this by the end of the year, or I'm going to give myself some space and time because this is where I want to be. Even if it's a small goal, I'm going to set this and next month it's going to be accomplished. I'm going to set this and then the next month that will be accomplished. Set those small goals for yourself. Excuse me, guys. And you want to begin to emerge. Come out of hiding. Stop trying to hide yourself. Oh, I got the hiccups. My goodness. Stop trying to hide yourself. Stop trying to hide behind something, this facade. Be who you are. Enjoy it. For me, it took me a long time to begin to learn about me and to begin to enjoy who I am. And I want you to begin to do that early. The earlier the better. When you get, it's not saying that you have to do it like today or tomorrow. It's a progressive thing. I'm learning to love who I am. I'm learning to love the changes in me. I'm learning to love being me, authentically me, and just loving on who I am. The word emerge, I came up with like my own little definition because it helped me as I was studying, and it emerged. The first part of emerge is to encourage me. That means I will encourage myself. I am going to have to encourage me because nobody else around me may be encouraging me at the moment. I may not have the cheerleaders. I may not have the people around me that's applauding me and pushing me forward. So, what I have to begin to learn to do is to encourage myself. I have to know what encourages me, what motivates me, what's going to push me. That's getting to know myself. So if I know that this thing is going to push me, this thing is going to keep me going, that's the thing I'm going to go after, whether it's watching motivational things on TV, or whether it's listening to a motivational speaker, whether it's listening to a preacher, whether it's listening to a service, whether it's worship, whether it's prayer, whatever it is, whether it's affirmations, that you may begin to speak to yourself. You have to find out, what is my motivation? What's going to motivate me? What's going to push me? What's going to cause me to go forward? And you need to begin to encourage yourself. So the first part of it is encouraging yourself. Encourage you in everything that you do. Say to yourself, hey, you're doing a good job. Applaud yourself. When you've done something great, when you've done that good thing, applaud yourself. Treat yourself to something really nice and say, you know what, you did that. That was awesome. Let me give this to you. Whether it's a flower, whether it's just saying, I'm going to take some relaxation time because you know what? I did a good job today, or I did that good job this week, or I accomplished what I was supposed to accomplish. So I'm going to reward me. I'm going to encourage myself to keep moving, to keep going, to keep pressing towards being the best me that I can be. So the number one thing is you want to encourage yourself. The next thing, before I even go there, you want to give yourself support. You want to support yourself. You want to have confidence, and you want to motivate yourself. You want to make sure that if you don't have that support team around you, that you're your own support team. You are your own support team. So support yourself, get out your pom-poms and wave them in the air and clap for you, okay? Make sure that you're encouraging you. The next thing is you want to do is you want to release you. You want to release yourself. You want to release yourself. That means that you're going to allow yourself to, or enable yourself to, escape your confinement. That's why I say emerge. You're going to allow yourself to come up out of that. You're going to no longer confine yourself to this one little area and put yourself in this little box and say that I can't do anything else. No, there are no limitations. There are no limitations to where you can go and what you can do. It's just a matter of you accepting it and saying, hey, I'm gonna push through, and I'm gonna make this happen for me. I'm gonna study whatever I need to study. I'm gonna read whatever I need to read. I'm gonna do the work. Why? Because I'm gonna release myself from out of this confinement. I will not be boxed in. I will not be closed in. I'm going to be free, and I'm gonna be who I have been called to be. But it takes you releasing yourself, because other people can say, you know what, go forward, do this. And they may be encouraging you from the outside, but because you're defeated on the inside, you don't move. So that releasing has to come from the inside out. It's going to have to come from in here out so that you can be released to be who you have been called to be. You want to release yourself. Release yourself from past hurts. Release yourself from what people said about you. Release yourself from whatever stigma you feel like is around you. You can be free today if you choose to be. You just have to choose it. Every day you have to walk in it. Every minute, every moment, you have to walk in it and declare it and decree it over yourself that you're free and walk in it. Stop confining yourself to this one little area and say, I can't do no more. This is all I can do. No, you can do more. You can do more if you push yourself, if you're encouraging yourself, if you're saying, you know what, I can attain this goal. I'm going to attain it. I'm going to get my steps together as to what I need to do. And every day I'm going to walk towards it. And eventually I'm going to grasp what I'm going after. And that's being authentically you. That's where you want to be. That's what you want to do. You want to first encourage me. Then you want to release me. Emerge. MERGE. Encourage me and release me. Your next thing is you want to gauge me. Gauge yourself. What does that mean? That means I'm going to check my capacity to fully occupy my available space in my area. I want to occupy where I am. I want to be in the moment. I want to have the capacity to receive everything I need to receive. So that means that I may need to release some things so that I can receive some things. So in my life, I may have to let some things go. Y'all ever have that closet that's overflowing with clothes and shoes and all kind of other stuff that you haven't used in years? Stuff you haven't put on, stuff you haven't worn, stuff you just got packed away in the back of the closet and you don't ever wear it. It's been years. It's time to clear it out. Why? Because when you clear it out, you see what you have and you're opening up for some more things to come in. So some of those things you have to release them and let them go. Some people in our lives, we have to release them and let them go. They were there for a certain time and now they're not there anymore. They moved on to doing something different. They're going on and doing other things. So you may be going in opposite directions now. So it's okay to release them. It's okay to let them go. It's okay to say, you know what? We're good. I don't have to leave on bad terms with you, but I'm going to release you to go for you to do what you need to do. That releases me for me to do what I need to do. So you want to gauge yourself. You want to sit down and have some moments with yourself where you're looking at you and seeing what is it that I can do a little bit better? What is it that I need to correct in my life? What is it that I need to move forward in? What is it in my life that I may need to release and let go of? What do I need to hold on to? You know, you have to begin to look into that and see. But it's all about knowing you and who you are. We got to know who we are, because if you don't know who you are, somebody else will come and tell you who you are and you will believe them, even if they're wrong. You believe them because you don't know you. So you need to begin to know you. So when they bring that to you, you know that's not you. You know that's not who you are. And you can keep moving and you can keep growing and you can keep being who you need to be. We need to do that. We need to embrace ourselves to the fullest. Embrace yourself. Love who you are. None of us are perfect, but we can love ourselves on this whole and beautiful journey that we're on. We don't have to wait until the end of our journey to say, yay, I finished. No, you can enjoy every moment of every day. You know what? Every moment of every day, you can begin to enjoy it. Guys, I want you to do something for me. I want you throughout the course of your day, if you are in a moment and you say, man, you know what? This is a whole and beautiful moment. This is a moment, where I'm so proud of me, or this thing happened and I'm just learning to embrace my journey. I want you to post it. I want you to like Whole and Beautiful page. I want you to tag me in it, Whole and Beautiful, and put up your Whole and Beautiful moment. Tell us what your Whole and Beautiful moment was. If you don't want to share it, just say, I had a Whole and Beautiful moment today, and send a picture, post a picture, tag me in it, post it on my page on Whole and Beautiful. I would love to see it, because we have these moments throughout the course of every day, and sometimes we don't take the time to embrace that moment. So if you have a Whole and Beautiful moment this weekend, post it up, tag me in it. I would love to see your Whole and Beautiful moment. Now, next thing, we have encouraged ourselves, we're releasing ourselves, we're gauging ourselves of where we at, where we want to be, and then we want to enhance ourselves. That means that I want to strengthen me. I want to build myself up. I want to elevate myself. It's all about me being the star of my own life. Sometimes we look at all these celebrities and people get so overwhelmed sometimes when they see somebody who they deem to be famous. You're famous, you're a celebrity. Celebrate you. Be the star of your own life. Make sure that you're strengthening yourself in your spirit, in your soul, in your body. Do everything, all of that, all together, working together, taking care of yourself physically, as well as emotionally, as well as spiritually. You need to take care of every component of who you are. And this week, guys, I really realized something. Taking care of yourself is a chore. It is a task. It is not something to be frowned down upon, like, oh, that is nothing. It is absolutely something. And to be able to take care of yourself, and then have to take care of a household, and if you have small children, to have to take care of them, and then you got to take care of things with your vehicle and all, there is a lot that has to be done. So we have to begin to prioritize, and we have to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. Because if we're taking care of us, then we can be able to take care of those other things that are in our lives. It's going to take you organizing yourself. You can't just get up in the morning and be like, oh, well, whatever happens today happens. No, you got to plan. You have to plan. Now, are your plans are going to go according to everything you put out there? Sometimes not. No. Some things may happen unexpected during the course of the day, and it veers you off from the path that you decided you were going to take that day. But you know what? Have the plan. Put the plan out there. Do what you need to do. Start marking things off your list. I don't know about y'all, but when I put down a list and I begin to write things down that I want to accomplish, and I'm going throughout the course of my day, and I begin to check those things off, it makes me feel good. That's a motivator for me. So therefore, I make lists for myself and say, okay, this is what I want to accomplish. I'm going to tell you this. Just the other day, I did something that I haven't done. Oh, it's been years, but I put a timer on. I was going to do some cleaning, and I was like, okay, I don't want to get caught up and get all over the place and trying to do all these things, like people in back in the day said 50 things all at one time. I'm trying to do all these things at one time. I said, no, you're going to concentrate on this one area. I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes. And when my alarm go off, wherever I am with that, I'm going to stop with that. And then I'm done with that for that day, because I was like, I'm going to allot this amount of time to take care of this. So I did it. And I was amazed at what I got accomplished in 30 minutes. Sometimes we think that we don't have the time in the day, but you have the time. Just set the time. Set the time and stay focused and keep moving forward, because you're going to accomplish what you set out to do. You can do it. You can accomplish it, but you have to be aware of you. You got to emerge out of that shell. Break forth out of that shell. It's like a baby chick inside of the egg. They keep pecking and pecking until they break open that egg so that they can come out and be seen and live, And we want to break out of that. We want to break out of that shell. We want to take that off. We want to emerge into the person that we need to be. It's even like the caterpillar inside of the cocoon. It's in there and it may be struggling in there, but that struggle is causing that caterpillar to turn into a beautiful butterfly. And it's going to do that. But while it's in hiding, it's going through the struggle. While it's in hiding, it's going through all the things it needs to go through and the transformation. Go through your transformation, but don't stay in there. Break free. Come out and show everyone the beautiful butterfly that you are. Don't hide. Don't hide those pretty wings. Don't hide those pretty colors. Don't hide, stay in the cocoon when you're all done and you're finished. Don't hide. Come on out of there. Don't be hiding inside of that egg, baby chick. When it's time to come out, peck your way through. Break that thing open and come on out and be the awesome person that you're supposed to be. Because we all have like I said, this calling on us. We all have this journey that we're taking, and on this journey we need to be joyful. We need to be helpful to others. We need to help ourselves. When you help you're able to help somebody else. When you are kind to yourself, you can go be kind to somebody else. When you're loving on you can go love somebody else. And when you're encouraging you can go encourage somebody else. So make sure that you're doing what you need to do for you so that you will be able to do it for somebody else if you so desire. If that's a part of who you are and you want to go do it, you can. Why? Because you have taken care of yourself. Even when you're on a plane and they show you the mask and stuff and they're going through all these things, they say, put your mask on first. Take care of you first, then reach out to your babies and reach out to your neighbor and try to help them. But make sure that you are secured. Make sure that you're good so that you're able to take care of somebody else. And that's how we're going to do it. But we have to emerge. Why are you hiding? Why are you hiding behind all these different things? Why are you putting up a facade? Why are you saying, you know what? I'm not going to share who I really am. Why not? Embrace who you are. Share with people who you are. They're either going to accept it or not. If they accept it, great. If they don't, it's still great. Because not everybody is going to be your friend. Not everybody is going to accept you for who you are. But the one person that needs to accept you is you. You need to accept you. You need to embrace you. You need to love on you. You need to be there for you. And just like I told you guys before, no man is an island. Nobody stands alone. We all need each other. We do. But I can't depend on you to bring it to me if I can't bring it to myself. I can't have you depending on you to encourage me and get me up out of this hole or out of this darkness that I feel. I need to try to do it myself. I need to love on me. If I see that I need to go talk to somebody, that I need to go do that for myself. I don't need to just hide myself out and not really be who I am and afraid what people are going to say if I show them who I really am. I need to really embrace me. And that's what I want you to do this weekend. The rest of this weekend, do some things for yourself. Embrace yourself. Sit down, have coffee with yourself, have a dessert, do something where you're sitting and you're spending that time with you and you're saying, who are you? Where do you want to go? What do you want to accomplish? What are you going to do to get there? Begin to ask God to show you the connection with other people. Because that person that you may be shunning away may be the very person that's going to catapult you to where you need to be. That's your connection to your next level, your next place that you want to be. But you keep pushing that person away. that thing that's been in you where you're saying, you know what, I should do this, I should do that. Sit down, give it some thought, think it out, study it out, find out what it is. Because, like I said, those things are not there just because, they are there for a reason. We want to encourage ourselves, we want to release ourselves, we want to gauge ourselves, and we want to enhance ourselves. We want to do everything possible to be who we are called to be. That's all I'm saying tonight. I want you to emerge. I want you to be the star that's shining in your own life, the star that's going to shine out for somebody else to see that it's okay to be authentically me. You know, just being you, embracing you, and loving you, flaws and all. In order to do this, guys, it's going to take sacrifice. We may have to sacrifice some things. We may have to say, you know what? I'm not going to watch, 8 hours of television. I'm not going to watch 5 and 6 movies tonight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set some time aside to work on myself. I'm going to work on this thing. If I want to accomplish this one thing over here, then I'm going to take some time to do it. If I'm a writer like I am, and you want to write your next book, then you need to take that time out and begin to write. You may need to take that time out to begin to do certain things. If it's cleaning your home, if it's doing whatever, it may take a sacrifice to say, you know what, I was going to go over here and do this, but no, I'm going to organize this closet. I'm going to organize some things in my life this weekend, or I'm going to do something different because I want to accomplish something on the way to being authentically me. I want to get things organized so that I can be free and be me. Because sometimes when those things are undone, our day just is in chaos because we feel like, man, I didn't accomplish this, I didn't accomplish that. But when you get those things accomplished and you sacrifice the time that it takes to do it, you feel accomplished at the end of the day so that you can keep moving and keep growing and keep going forward. Your next thing is commitment. You want to be committed to it. You want to be committed to yourself emerging. You want to be committed in your heart to you. A lot of times we look at commitment and we think it's coming from somebody else. Somebody's going to commit to me that they're going to do this for me. No, commit to yourself that I'm going to do this thing, that I'm going to emerge, that I'm going to come out of hiding. I'm going to stop hiding my gifts. I'm going to stop hiding my talents. I'm going to stop hiding, that person that I am, trying to be something that I'm not. You are most comfortable when you are being you and you're not trying to be somebody else. Stop trying to be like this person or like that person. Just be you. Just do you. And take the sacrifice. Do what you need to do. Sacrifice whatever it is that you need to do, to sacrifice that time to get accomplished what you need to accomplish. Make sure that you have the commitment, that you are committed to yourself to make it happen. Don't break the promise to yourself. Make the commitment to yourself. The next thing you want to do is you want to focus. You want to make sure that you are focused. Be strategic about what you're about to do. That's why you got to sit down. You got to strategize and say, okay, this is what I want to accomplish. Now, how am I going to do that? You could put it at the top of the page. This is the thing that I want to accomplish. And then underneath it, you can begin to write, how am I going to accomplish this? What are the things that I know to do to get this accomplished? If it's that I need to go talk to somebody because I don't know how to get some of these things in order, then I need to find out, okay, who can I talk to in order to get my goal accomplished? So you want to make sure that you're focused and that you're strategizing. You want to have a strategy meeting with yourself and say, okay, how am I going to get from here to over here? I want to get there. So I need to strategize on how to get there. I need to be focused. I don't need to let things come in and distract me, because sometimes it's so easy. And you have to know what your distractions are. Because what my distractions are may not be yours. So you want to make sure that you find out what your distractions are. So when that thing rises up to try to distract you, you're like, I'm not going over there to do that. I'm going to stay laser focused on what I am to accomplish, and I'm going to get this thing done. So make sure, what are we going to do? We're going to sacrifice for ourselves. We're going to be committed to ourselves. We're going to focus so that we can get this thing accomplished. We need to be people of integrity. We need to make the promises to ourselves and keep them. Stop breaking promises to yourself. Stop telling yourself that you're going to do this and you never do. Stop you letting yourself down. If you say you're going to do it, be that person of your word. Be a person of integrity to yourself. Not just to those around you, but to yourself. Okay? Make sure that you have some integrity towards you. Our next thing is that you need to schedule. You need to sit down and set up a schedule. I started putting things in my phone to alert me and to remind me, because I was beginning to forget things that I said that I was going to do, or places I said I was going to be. And I was writing them down, but then I still was not, I didn't have that little notebook with me, and I wasn't going in to go check it. So I said, you know what? You got this phone. You can set this stuff in this phone. It will alert you. It's going to go off, and I got it set to go off like 30 minutes before the event, or 30 minutes before this thing that I was going to do is going to happen, so that I have time to readjust if I'm in the midst of something else, so that I can get where I need to be, so I can do what I need to do. So I need to do the same thing for myself. I need to schedule my day. Am I going to leave it open for things to happen? Yep. Because things may not go exactly as my schedule is saying. But you know what? I'm going to have a schedule. I'm going to say, these are the things that I need to accomplish today. And even if it's just sitting down and resting that day, that's what's going to be on my schedule. You know what? You said you was going to rest. Why you out here in these streets trying to go to all these stores and do all this stuff today? You said you was going to rest. So you need to go home now and you need to rest. Okay. So we need to do those things. We need to make sure that we schedule. We need to have faith that we can accomplish. Our next thing is faith. We need to have the faith that we can accomplish that which we have set out to do. We need to have the faith that as we are emerging, that we will love ourselves for who we are. Just have faith in you and trust that you're going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Everything is going to be powerful. It's going to be anointed. It's going to be you. And what greater power? That's your superpower. Your superpower is being you. So have faith in yourself. Sometimes we say, you know what, I have faith in this person that they're going to accomplish this, accomplish. Have the faith in yourself. Have the faith in yourself. Step out there and push and know, you know what, I'm going to be able to accomplish this. And the last thing you need to do is action. In the movies or in a sitcom or whatever, when they be like action, and they start walking in their roles and doing what they need to do, they start acting, they start doing those things, because it's time to do what you've learned. So therefore, after you've learned everything, after you spent that time with yourself, after you did all those things, what do you do next? You take action and you walk it out and you live it out to the fullest, and you have fun doing it. It's not a task, because it's not a task to do you and to be you. You relax the most when you are you, when you in your element, when you're invited to a table and you don't think you should be there, know that you're there because you were invited to go. And just embrace yourself. Don't try to go in that boardroom or that room and act like somebody else. They invited you because you're you. In this place where you're going to be going into, whether it's a meeting, whether it's being able to get that promotion, being able to walk into wherever you're going to walk into. When you walk in there, embrace it, love it. Why? Because it's you. Take that action and know, you know what? I'm here because I'm supposed to be. I'm here and I'm going to embrace this moment. I'm here because I'm emerging and I'm going forward and I'm being who I am authentically. Being authentically me. I want you guys to emerge this weekend. That's what I want you to do. I want you to start being you, loving you, and being who you are and being proud of you. Be proud of who you are. Be yourself. That was something I heard as a kid from, the morning cartoons that would come on back in the day. And they had these little commercials that would come on. And that was one thing that I remember. It said, be proud of who you are. Be yourself. And that's what I want you to do. Be proud of who you are and be yourself. Emerge and be that shining light, that star in your own life. Guys, that's my show tonight. That's what I wanted to share with you. And I pray that you will emerge. Share this broadcast with somebody else and let them know, hey, girl, you need to emerge. You know what? You need to come up out of where you are. You need to be authentically you. You need to embrace you and be who you call to be. Relax. One day y'all will see my and know my full story, and you will be like, wow, you know what? She's embracing her and being who she is. And that's what I want you to do. Embrace you. Know that you are important. You are wonderful. You are flawsome. All right, guys. Join me again tomorrow at 4 p.m. You will see the replay. So make sure somebody else tunes in and that they see it. If you can't tune in tomorrow at 4 p.m., just join me back here next week at 7 p.m. I will be right back here for Whole and Beautiful. I have a guest with me, and we are going to be talking about some things with generations. It's going to be awesome. I want y'all to be here. I want you to chime in. I want your comments and everything. And we may even have the number up where you can call in, and you can go ahead and you can call in and you can ask your questions. We're going to have a blast next week. So you want to make sure that you're here with me at 7 p.m. next Friday. But until we meet again, guys, until that time, I am Angela D. Oliphant, allowing you to see, hear, and to know that Whole and Beautiful is not just your destination, guys. It is most definitely your journey. I'll see you again next time. Love you much. Good night.